Welcome to Tech Recipes. On 16 March 2021, Oracle released a new version of Java, Java 16. With it comes a new feature called as a records, and it is very popular feature, like it is most awaited feature in Java 16. In this video, we are going to see the motivation behind adding this feature in Java language, and we are also going to see with the example how you can use it and what is the best way and where to use it. So let's get started. Now let's try to understand why records. Like what was the motivation behind adding this feature in Java 16? So one of the common complaint which Java developer has is like Java is too verbose, or it has too much of ceremony code that needs to be written. And worst offenders are the classes which are just there to carry some values between two methods. We can call them as immutable data carriers. Like for example, you have to make a database call, or you have to save some values to the database. So you are calling one DAO layer method, and you need to pass some values to it. And for that, we need to basically create a new class, and a lot of code we need to write. For writing such classes basically involves a lot of low value, repetitive, error prone code. Like we need to write a constructor, accessor, equals, hash code, and toString, and kind of these methods, even if we just need to pass a simple set of values to another method. Let's try to take an example and see like what I mean here. For example, you need to pass values for an employee, like say employee ID and employee name. However, when you want to write a simple Java class for it, like the code gets too much bigger. You can see there are two fields here which are marked as final, so we are not going to change them, and this class is going to be immutable data carrier class. But we need to add this constructor, then we need to add some accessor method to read those values, and we need to also override the equals and hash code to make sure that if this class is used in any of the collection framework, it works well inside it. Also the toString method. Now the records which was added in JDK 16 basically tries to solve this problem. So there are two problems here. One is this boilerplate code, but that is not the primary purpose of adding records in Java 16. The another reason is that when we see the so much of code, the purpose of this class gets lost, because we don't, just by looking at the code, we can't say that this class is meant for like only passing these two values, right? This is too much of code for that. So to resolve that, JDK 16 added the records. Now let's see like how records solve this problem. Now Java 16 added a new type called as a record to simplify writing this immutable data carrier classes which we saw. So let's look at the syntax for this. So you can see here with a single line we defined a record of type employee. Here we have defined inside a bracket the fields which we want this record to have, like employee ID and name, and we have defined it as a record. So what behind the scene happens is Java adds few things for this, like it adds the public accessor methods. So it will add method to get the values of employee ID and name, and these methods have the same name as this field. It also adds a canonical constructor, the constructor which takes these two values and assigns them to a instance variable. Then it will also add hashcode and equals method and a toString method. So basically whatever we did earlier with this employee class, all those things are done for us by Java itself, and only thing we need to define is define it as a record. So we are going to see with example now like how we can write a code using this record and where we should use it and what we can do with it, what we cannot do with it, and all those things. So let's go to the IDE and just start writing code for this. Now for demoing the record, I have set up a JDK 16 project inside IntelliJ IDEA. I'm going to check in all this code into the GitHub repo, and you will find the link in the description for that particular Git repository if you want to see all the code which we are going to write here. So let's start. The first thing we need to do here is create a record, and you can see the IntelliJ IDEA has added a record in this after the JDK 16 release. So you can basically create a record here. I'm going to create a record called as employee, and now you can see the syntax for it, right? There is a public and this is a record keyword which is added in JDK 16. And for employee we are going to specify two fields. You can notice the difference in the syntax, right? We are adding the fields inside this particular bracket. There is no function or method inside or constructor inside a curly braces. So let's add two fields to it. A string name. Okay, so Java is going to compile this as a regular. In the behind the scene it will get compiled into a class which will have the canonical constructor, equals, hash code, and accessor methods. Now let's see like how we can, whether we can access those methods, or what is the output we get when we try to use a toString on this. So let's create a normal class, a record test. Let's write a main method first, and we need to create the instance of this class employee. So it is similar to how we create a normal class. So as we discussed, it creates a canonical constructor which takes those two arguments. So we will need to pass an employee ID here and employee name, say tech CP. And let's try to see the output of a string, maybe the toString method. Okay, so we can print simply the E and see what output we get, and we can also try to see the accessor methods which are generated. So if I click here, you can see there are two accessor methods with field name. There is no get besides it, because there is no question of having set. There is no need to basically have a get for it. So we are simply going to use the field name like employee ID, and similarly it will be for name. And let's run it and see like what is the output. So you can see that when we printed E, there is this nice string we get with all the details. So toString method is overridden. Also the employee ID returns a 12, and when we call the name we get the tech recipe. So accessor methods are also there, and we also saw that this canonical constructor is also created. So with the only one line of code we got all these things. So basically it makes our life easier of writing a data carrier classes. Now let's see what else we can do with record and what we cannot do. Now let's think that you want to add some code here. Like for example, you need to validate employee ID, and you need to make sure that it is not less than 0, or it should be always greater than 0. So can we do that in record? So yes, we can do that. So for example, if you want to add any checks, new constructor here, it's called compact constructor. You can add it like this, and you will need to define it as public. Now we don't need to define parameters, and this is very compact syntax, so we can simply reference these values here. So I can simply write here if employee ID is less than 0, so new illegal argument exception, say emp id is less than. That's it. So let's try to test it. I will pass here maybe and we'll run it. Yep. So we got the illegal argument exception here. So what else can we do here? Can we add any field to it? No, we cannot add any field to it. You can, if you try to add any instant variable field string, say last name, you will see the error here. So instant field is not allowed in record. So we cannot add any instance field, but we can add a static field. The static field is allowed. As far as methods are concerned, we can add both static as well as normal method here. For example, if you need to write some method which combines employee ID and name, say combined emp id name method, and we need to just append and send back the employee ID and name, we can definitely do it. We can add such a method inside a record. So let's try to call that method. Okay, I need to add some value. Let's run it, and you can see the combined employee ID name method return the output. So what we saw here, that we can add some checks in for validation code here by writing this compact constructor syntax, and also we can add any instance method as well, but we cannot add any instance variable. Apart from that, when we define a record, it is by default final, so you cannot extend a record. So you cannot write another record which extend this record, but you can use the nested record. For example, you can use another record inside this record. So those kind of use cases are possible. So let's say I created a new record called department, and has a field like department name, and if I try to use here, I can definitely use it here. So yeah, we need to pass in department. That's it. So basically we can add a nested record inside one record. So if I run this method again, in the toString output you can see that there is another field department, and department has a department name as a DEPT. So in this video we saw like how to use the record type which is added in JDK 16, and what can we do with it and what we cannot. So I hope you liked it. Thank you, and I will see you in next video.